Hello, everyone. This is Nadeem Rashid, CEO of Citrian Credit Consultants, and today I'm going to be showing you how you can use the SWIFT method to pay off a large credit card balance in only 6 months. Our formula does require a little math, but don't worry, I actually put together a calculator that requires you just to punch in some information, and it'll give you all the information right away. If you do want an explanation of how the formula works, just stay tuned, and I'll go over everything for you right now. All right, let's get right into it. I know you guys are busy, so I'm not going to waste your time, and we'll get right into how we can use this method to actually pay off our credit card debt in 6 months. So we understand that debt utilization is 30% of our credit score, so it's important to make sure that all credit card balances are under 15%. And this method works by taking your credit card and actually turning it into a bank account. So before we get into all that, let's set up an example using the average salary of a couple in the United States. Keep in mind this formula works no matter what your monthly income and expenses are, so anything actually works. So here we have couple A. They have monthly income of $5,000, monthly expenses of $3,000, giving them a $2,000 cash flow. So understanding how much your cash flow is extremely important. So knowing your monthly income and expenses is essential for making this work. Also, we have a credit card with a $12,000 balance, a $15,000 limit, giving us a utilization of 80%. And like I mentioned earlier, want to make sure that is under 15%. Right now, this credit card has a $600 minimum payment and a 21% interest rate. Like I mentioned earlier, we're going to take this credit card and turn it into a bank account. Unlike paying a regular bill, when you pay a credit card, the money you pay is still available for you to use. So instead of paying the $600 minimum payment, we are going to make a $5,000 payment to free up the balance so we can spend $3,000 for the expenses. You will not need to change your spending habits for this method to work. You only need to use your credit card to pay the expenses instead of your debit card. All right, so here we have an example of the cash flow for the first month. On the first month, we put in $5,000 and we also spend $3,000 in expenses. Since we're doing that, we're able to make a $2,000 payment as opposed to the $600 payment you would have made before. And you can see that down here. So in month one, the debt goes from $12,000 all the way down to $10,000. So following this trend, you can see that if we keep doing the same method, in 6 months, the balance is completely paid off. If you would have done the same thing with the minimum payments, it would have taken 18 months. And also, since we paid this debt faster, we also saved a lot of money. And we can see this using a formula here. So here we have a way to calculate how much money we save every month by using the SWIFT method. So in order to figure out how much money we save, we need to find the monthly interest. In order to find the monthly interest, we just take some information we already know. So we know our debt is $12,000. We know our interest rate for the credit card is 21%. And we're dividing this by 12. And we're doing this because there are 12 months in a year. So we need to figure out how much the monthly interest is per month, right? So using our formula, we get $210. And that is our monthly interest. That is how much money we are paying out of pocket every month we are using this card. So in order to figure out how much money we would have paid using the SWIFT method, we just need to multiply the 210 times the 6, and that gives us $1,260. So using the SWIFT method, we only pay out of pocket $1,260. But like I mentioned earlier, if you would have paid only the minimum payment, it would have taken 18 months. And that would have cost us $3,780. As you can see, that's not good. We don't want to pay more money. We want to pay less money. And we also don't want to take 18 months. That's way too long. We'd rather do it in 6, right? So in total, it would take 6 months to pay off the debt, and we would save $2,520 doing it this way. So obviously, we want to pay this debt off quicker, and we also want to save money. So it is an obvious choice to do it using the SWIFT method. And like I mentioned earlier, if this is way too much math for you, I also developed a calculator. You don't have to worry about doing all this math. Just punch in the numbers and we'll give you all the information you need.